What, bitch? Get it! Get it! Fucking talk that shit! Angela shouts as one of the satyrs is putting back, they're fucking doing a fucking keg stand, except it's vodka, upside down, like not giving a fuck, like everyone's shouting and cheering. Some people are shouting out some random in Russian or false Russian or something. Soon after, the satyr passes out because who the fuck tried to drink an entire fucking keg of actual fucking Russian vodka? Angela cheers along with the rest of the crowd and says, "See, I told you that was a great idea." The satyr goes and probably finds somewhere to throw up violently. Hey everyone, welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. This is going to be a scene for the Changeling venue, and we are at an in-bulk celebration at Baron Alexis's barony / market / his place.
So the market has been decorated for the day. Imbolc is, after all, it's meant to be a celebration of stories. It's meant to be a celebration of the old times. It's meant to be about coming together just as winter ends and the beginning of spring in order to shed new life on new things. So he will. Baron Alexa, he hasn't spared any expense for this party. There are rich tables of food. There is free drink flowing. You know, you will even see that there is a literal and obviously chimerical fountain of wine that is that is free for people to dip tankards into. You know, there has clearly been a lot of effort put into this. But then again, I suppose this is his first grand celebration as the Baron of as the Lord of the Barony of Frozen Tears, and so it's better to make a good impression. He will. You will see the Baron. He will look at the satyr, who is probably, as has been pointed out, going off to die in a corner because that was about 75% proof what he was drinking. He will nod his head, and you'll see a handful of notes exchange hands between him and a rather sad-looking troll. He learns the ancient and honourable lesson: never bet against the House Varich. Before he will walk up and he will say to Angela, "Well, honestly, I thought he died of alcohol poisoning. So congratulations on convincing him to." I believe the children these days are saying chug.
Huh? Something like that. Listen, I just told him, her, them. I'm not sure how they identify. It's fine. I just told them that it may or may not be a time-honored tradition of the noble House Varich to offer a knighthood to those that can properly chug back an entire keg of actual vodka. Now, whether or not that was actually true, I don't know. That's up to you, my lord.
Indeed. Well, as they say, I hope that you are enjoying your Imbolc celebration, Miss. You can actually tell he has difficulty remembering the name, but it'll eventually come to him. Angela. That's it.
Angela.
Da, Your Majesty.
Yes. But yes, all of the festivities are, well, pretty top notch if you ask me. I think you've definitely got one of the bigger Imbolc celebrations in the city at the moment. I'm getting tweets from everybody about it. Well, not tweets, I'm getting messages.
Good, good. We're currently working on trying to get better 4G connection for the marketplace, but then again, you can only beat a knocker for so long in order to set up wireless broadband that also works here. But we're working on it.
Hey, that's legit. I'm just glad that you're going for it, my lord. It's an expense not many would care to go for.
So, where is our darling member of House Cassian?
So, Angela gets a text. It is in all caps. The words are like the letters are spaced out weirdly, and it says, "Where are you?" ... question mark.
She's gonna send a text that says, currently fielding my military forces and laying siege to Baron Alexis's barony.
You get, after probably a minute and a half, you get in big like okay with about 20 emojis after it. That like poop emoji, grimacing emoji. They make no sense, but they're there.
Her next text will read, "Oh, I just personal combat."
5 minutes later, you get "don't die" in the same spaced out letters.
She'll type in, "Too late, I'm already the new Baroness. By the way, I expect fealty."
That doesn't get a response. And then she'll be on her way. So I'm going to finish eating really quick.
I tend to find that most of my she brothers and sisters shy away from the concept of modern technology. I have always found it to be rather bracing.
Right? I mean, like, it's cool that you can send, like, ravens out to deliver letters and all that, but texting.
Have you ever tried to get a raven to go where you wanted to? This is not Game of fucking Thrones, Miss Angela.
You know, that's fair. The one raven I knew, yeah, he couldn't fuck. He wouldn't go in any direction that you told him to. In fact, he would go in the opposite direction just to fuck with you.
To be fair, the last raven puka I met, I ended up putting a knife through his hand when he tried to cheat me at poker.
Ooh, hope it wasn't the same raven puka.
That depends. That depends. Did his left hand twitch rather incessantly?
It might have.
Then it
I
might
don't
have
know.
been.
He had really red hair and a really heavy Irish accent.
Oh, then fuck no. This was a guy named Ledvikov, and it was in Ukraine many years ago. Needless to say, he sold excellent potatoes.
Hey, that's good. Potatoes are good. Oh, random question, my lord. Did they have mashed potatoes over in the motherland?
Not really. They tended to use potatoes more so for boiling, or roasting, or vodka.
You know,
Why?
that's fair. I was curious.
What about you? You don't seem like the kind who comes from this provincial backwater.
Well, she'll just say, I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
I was bored, so I came out. I may or may not have told Lady Triasa that I was somewhere across the city.
What is a Lady Triasa?
Oh, you'll probably... she's a rare breed of lady. Think they're grown somewhere in Scandinavia or some shit.
Ah, I haven't met an owl in quite some time. Fascinating.
I wonder if that neck do like an owl too. She wonders.
If what? Alexei just kind of he will reach down and he'll pour himself a drink into he will also pour Angela a drink if she doesn't have one.
Yeah, she'll have one. Fuck it. You pulled it.
Na zdrowie.
I apologize, my lord. I'm unsure of how to pronounce that, but that.
It's basically cheers.
Oh, cheers.
He'll knock back. Basically, he pours you like probably a shot of vodka, and he'll just knock his back.
She'll knock hers back too. Poison resistance.
I was going to say, oh Nelly, that's 80% proof.
Poison resistance for days.
You really built your character from the perspective of being a snake, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, a very pretty woman in cloak is approaching. She waves at Angela as she approaches.
Oh, hello, Buthe. How are you?
Kind of stop, like the woman doesn't stop walking, but she blinks like 3 times in rapid succession, and then says, "I am well. Yourself?"
I 30 minutes thinking about when you were going to get here. Did you not read my directions correctly?
And she says, I was not aware there were directions. Before she looks at Alexis and then bows.
Is this the lady this is, I assume, the lady that you spoke of?
Yes, this is the endangered Lady Triasa.
What makes you so endangered, my lady?
As she just kind of comes up from where she blinks and she says, "Perhaps it is my coat. It is very fine. Perhaps I am being hunted for it."
I could think of many hunters who would prize such beautiful quarry. He will offer her a drink.
She will accept it in a very polite manner because etiquette.
Etiquette. He's also going to pour another one for Angela.
She's cool with that. She also has etiquette, so let's get it. And poison resistance, so she can go.
I was going to say, after this is the last drink I can actually drink without having to make stamina rolls. Fun fact.
Let's do it.
Yeah, big. But he will knock it back. Like he taps the shot on the table twice before knocking it back. So, you are a member of House Hacienda?
I am, my lord.
Good. It is good to see our Nordic kin. It has been far too long. Also, on a fun character note, House Hacienda and House Favage love each other. They're like the bestie. Yep. They're like bestie.
And she nods, and she's silent for a second, where she says, "It appears I am the only one left of my house in the city. There were others, but I know not their fate."
Interesting. He sits down on kind of a high back chair. It's in that's next to the balefire. He kind of crosses his legs as he says, "Did they disappear, or have they simply moved on?"
It is something I intend to investigate. And she is still standing, by the way. She has not sat down.
Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. So, it is good, though. Another Imbolc. Another renewal, another chance to tell stories, another chance for new beginnings. Always better than the old. Or at least we hope so. So, I'm curious, Miss Angela, what would you have the new year bring you, if you could choose?
Bitches and hoes.
Why would you want female dogs and farming equipment?
Because you can never have enough of either of those. Just literally rows and rows of both.
Interesting.
She looks at Angela and she says, "Do you intend to use these hoes to knock up your foes?"
Hella.
She nods very seriously and then looks back at Alexis and says, "One of your knights, I believe, and I have plans for a knocking up contest, so you can knock up the most foes in a certain amount of time."
You can see Alexis gives Angela the look of, really? She doesn't get the connotation of this? Like, really?
She's just sitting there smiling.
Alexis takes out his own phone. His own phone is, of course, in Russian, so you like you've got the different alphabet on the keypad. But he types in something quickly and he reads it, and he's just like, "And do you feel as though you will be able to win this competition in order to knock people up?" It's really difficult for her to keep a straight face.
She nods very seriously and says, "I was a great warrior in many of my previous lives. I do not think it will be as difficult as some other people think."
Oh, so like me, you're not retreat to Arcadia, then I take it.
And she tilts her head to the side and says, "I do not know."
He flicks the long hair braid over his shoulder, and he'll say, "And how long have you been in this incarnation?"
Less than 3 moons.
That means 3 months, doesn't it?
Yeah, about.
Fascinating. No doubt that. How is it you are acquainted with Mistress Angela?
Just like that, I'm her mistress.
I mean, if you'd like to get that kind of line of work, Angela, I'm sure I can arrange something for you.
I mean, I already got that. I'm a snake. I can already constrict and bind people.
But does that mean your bite is poisonous?
Did you want to find out?
Is that an offer?
Oh, shit.
He said, "Is that an offer?"
Did you want it to be?
He leans straight in and kisses Angela really deeply.
She's cool with it. She's cool with it.
This probably lasts about a good...
No, I was just saying she don't give a fuck.
I was going to say, this probably lasts a good 5-10 seconds before he leans back and he says, "Sometimes the toxin is worth it, no?"
300%.
After all, today's Imbolc. It's a time for celebration, a time for new things. He fills the glasses again. "I believe your people, my lady, say skull. Isn't that right?" "I believe. Yes."
All right, character, what is this referencing?
Skull. It's it's basically the Nordic version of cheers. Like whenever they take a drink, it's skull.
Oh, so she'll just nod and say, "That sounds correct."
He will then knock back the drink.
She'll. Oh wait. Did he just pour himself a drink, or did he pour everybody around?
He poured a drink for everyone.
Okay, cool. Time for me to make a stamina roll.
Time for me to make a stamina roll too.
I have 4 stamina, so I'm good. For now.
Watch.
Even with your fucking poison resilience. Behold my 2 mighty dice of stamina.
Same.
I'm not.
You're good.
Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I'm good.
We're both good for the time being. Bear in mind, for every drink after this, the difficulty goes up by 1.
Oh, fuck. Oh. God.
So, he'll say as he leans back, "Tell me of this Dublin from your perspectives, friends. What is it that is the beating heart of this city?" Hmm?
Angela takes the time to think on that. Will she try to tell the truth on it? You know what? I think she will. She's gonna try to tell the truth.
Is that like a willpower roll, I think, or something like that?
It's a willpower point and then a willpower roll. It's nasty. Okay, she cannot tell the truth about this one.
It's difficult. What's the difficulty to do it?
It's like 8.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
Yeah. So she's gonna say the street races.
Street races.
Yep. There were some really the street racing scene got really big over the past couple of years. I actually did a piece about it a while back. If you were interested.
I would be very interested.
Okay. She'll just tell him how to find your stuff.
Well, this is interesting concept. Huh. So, do either of you intend to compete in I can't remember if it's contest. I'm just going to count. If it's wrong, it's contest. In Countess Baylor's Melee, then.
Oh, hell, I've got a great story ready to go. I am going to run through all my opposition.
Triessa nods and says, I also intend to compete. If you'd like, Angela, I can put in your application when I take the dross in.
Well, I'll be down for that. I just have to kind of just take care of some other stuff before I'm actually ready. I got to temper my sword, make sure my armor's good to go, all that.
You should probably work on that then. It would be good for your training to participate in this, so I'm very glad you decided to take the initiative on it.
Yep, I am too. You know, sometimes you just kind of have to take a leap, you know?
Yes, of course. I hear there's a rather famous troll participating in the tournament.
A troll who wishes to win freedom or a freehold for commoners. It is interesting that he is being so brazen in his statements.
The big dog does not usually fear the stick until he has been hit with a bigger one.
He is going to pour drinks again. He taps his twice and knocks it back.
Unfortunately,
because we have decided.
Oh, okay, hold on. So we're going to do stamina, and then Ansel's going to go on her thing.
Yes.
Let's see. Still good.
Still good. Okay. Sorry, go on your thing.
No, it's all good. All right. So Angela's going to say, unfortunately, though, it's not a dog that we're talking about here. This is, at the end of the day, a fae. Someone that does, regardless of any of our thoughts on it, does represent unbridled possibility.
I am not saying he is or is not noble in his attempts. I'm merely saying that to be so outwardly brazen in statements as it pertains to entities or individuals is dangerous in and of itself.
Maybe the danger implied is a statement.
Perhaps. Perhaps it is.
Regardless, I'm not sure of his plan in actuality, but if I were to guess, I don't think it would matter to him whether he won or lost. I think all that mattered is that he competed.
Perhaps you're right in that matter. We shall see in time when it is the victor is selected, I think, Dan.
I'm actually rather looking forward to seeing this one. There seems to be a lot of buzz around it.
Indeed. I know that at least one of my own men intends to compete, and of course, being that it is the specialty of his village, we intend to offer our expertise when it comes to running the book.
Interesting. All right.
Well, what can I say? We're good at, how do you say, taking bets. It is our forte.
I expect that there will be. She kind of thinks for a second. Less than rigidly enforced regulations given our host. I believe that cunning will be the way to victory rather than brute strength.
Possible. House Baelor are known to favor guile as much as they are to favor strength. But once again, we shall only be able to determine this when the rules for the melee are themselves made public. This has not happened yet.
This is true.
So, this is all to be seen. Fascinating. But, can my man win the tournament? He shrugs. I don't know. Maybe. But even if not, it would have been bad form if I didn't present a fighter to fight.
Out of curiosity, my lord, which of your knights are you planning on sending?
I don't believe that you've met Gula, have you?
Oh, which name did you throw out?
Gula.
Angela will think, and she'll say, "Oh, yeah, I met that dude. We were friends over in Salt Lake City that one time. Really helped me out of the spot there."
He's a red kip. Reasonably formidable.
Oh yeah, I remember the way he took all those bats to the face for me. Really cool dude, that Gulag.
Shit, yeah. Oh, Schnabashka. Anyway. But yes, though to be so, it would be interesting. After all, I'm led to understand that a freehold is the first prize. That's very valuable as a commodity. So, I would not mind owning another freehold, and if my man is able to win in my name, well, I would be more than happy to accept one. But these things happen. We already have so. Hmm?
That's been something that's on my mind, though.
What?
Why would a count leave something as precious as one of their freeholds up to a grand melee like this?
More than likely, it is to make a political statement that they have so much that they may easily part with something. That, or it is entirely possible there's something wrong with the freehold. A goblin contract. You take on the ownership of something that itself is cursed. It frees the former incumbent or the former holder of the responsibility of dealing with the curse or the deficiency or the issue, meaning that they are free, and the poor unfortunate individual who believes they are getting something of real value are in fact themselves being bilked for it. But then again, I don't know this for certain. That is merely a possibility. You, I seem to recall, are an investigator of some kind, Lady Angela, are you not? Actually, no, he'll still call her Mistress Angela because it's funny.
Okay. She'll say, you know, I just kind of turn left and I see some shit and I sometimes write it down.
I mean, this seems like a perfect thing for you to uncover. Why is the Baylor being so generous?
I've done some looking into it already.
Oh.
I do. A lot of it is unsubstantiated. Not a lot of it is unsubstantiated rumor at this point, and I'd rather not go and spread such rumors about the counts at this moment. Although, if there is something concrete and information of value, be sure that everyone in the city will know about it. Smiles.
I will warn you, little one, he'll say as he pours another drink out for everyone. Now I'm just tempting fate. He will say, I will warn you, the effect of the meter still remains that if you do it, even if concrete evidence is found, speaking out against the count is oftentimes less than fruitful.
True that. However, my lord, I think someone needs to blow the whistle. If there is a whistle that needs to be blown.
He will knock back his drink. Is everyone else drinking, or is it just me?
Oh, hella.
Oh my god, I'm still not drunk.
Bruh.
I'm gonna take a drink.
What diff are we on right now?
9s.
Okay.
Oops.
That's a straight fail. Because poison
Angela,
resistance.
I was gonna say Angela's pretty tipsy.
Yep, she's feeling it. Shakes her head out. Okay, yep, felt that one.
I was gonna say, I think that this might actually. Hang on. Yeah, this is like the 5th. So, Joey, this is your first stamina roll because it's just gone over your. We've taken more drinks than your stamina just now because this is the 5th drink. So you make roll difficulty 6. There you go.
Did she miss the first drink though?
Yes. So okay, you don't have to make a roll. Even if you got 3 successes, you're fine. You're fine.
She's had, well, probably not worse, but she's had similar.
So we shall see. As I said, we shall but see. If it helps, this is my finest reserve vodka, so clearly I'm not just giving you the cheap shit.
I am honored that you would grant me the good shit, my lord.
As I said, it's Imbolc. It's a day for celebrations. It's a day for the understanding of self, I suppose.
I understand myself. Lady Trouser, do you understand yourself? She's thinking about it.
Did you not hear my? Hello. Oh.
We actually can't hear you, Joey.
I was going to say you are kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yep.
Nope, he's gone.
I think he's reloading. Oh, he's back.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, her response was, "I like to think I do."
Interesting. Oh, yes. Have you two read my little notice that I've had put up all over the barony?
I did, yes.
Ah, good. Just be aware, as I said, these are very unpleasant creatures. I am loath to think that certain individuals, how would I phrase this? These Narvosa appear to have the ability to separate the ability of man to dream from himself and keep it in a physical form. Yeah, that's truly terrifying, though.
It sounds like a
But
hunting party should be arranged.
What was that, Tim, sir?
Oh, she said, I bet I could whoop its ass.
I have no doubt in your ability to whoop ass. He seems pensive, but he says, bear in mind, as I said, if you find any of them, please have them brought back here. Or rather, please have any baubles that they have brought back here. It's rather important.
Of course.
When you say baubles, in your announcement and right now, are you referring to just any items that are on their person?
No, in particular, they are seen to have baubles, small, almost like bubbles that contain various different scenes and images. These are, in fact, the dreams that they have stolen from mortals. And it is important we get them back because as long as they are separated from the body, that person cannot dream. The Duchess herself has requested that I render all of those that are found onto her, into her keeping, so that the collection of the Neuromancers may be able to repatriate the dreams where they need to go.
Angela will nod and say, "Understood, my lord. I'll keep watch for these things. Whilst I'm not exactly the best fighter, I can at the very least disclose locations and help facilitate the slaying of them."
Good. Good, good. In that case, we can. What do you say? He stops for a moment and he seems to think. You can actually see the moment, like the cogs working in his head. And he says, "Good. That is all then that I think that I need to say on the matter. So, I have other guests that I need to see to, so I shall bid you two ladies good day, if that is all right by you."
Teresa just nods.
I shall hope, my lady, that you do not manhandle my poor knight too badly during the upcoming melee.
I can promise to spare his body. I cannot promise to spare his dignity.
Oh my. Sorry, what were you going to say, Tim?
Oh, Angela was just gonna say, she was pretty much gonna say what Trask already said. So it's all good.
Perhaps, Lady Angela, you will have to place a bet on your friend here when we are running the book.
Looks over, considers harder. Remembers getting fucking punched in the face this morning.
That's a thing.
My lord,
Well, spousal abuse.
So we'll say, my lord, I might just take you up on that.
Good, good. We will be accepting both dross and mundane currency. It's often best. Well, good evening, ladies. He will stand, he will offer a very slight bow, and will stride off through the marketplace, dealing with his other guests.
I think, unless you need anything, Tim, I think I'm good.
I'm good too.
All right. So we will have what I will refer to as an Angela outro.
Angela's just gonna look over to Triasa and say, "Oh, by the way, I heard something from the Baron earlier that you may want to know about.
She'll look over.
Apparently, I think it works different because of your house, but from what I've heard, she'll point over to some kegs. If you do that keg stand over there, apparently you'll receive Odin's blessing."
Roll that myth, son, you dirty bastard.
I'm spending a willpower point.
I hate you so much.
Please succeed, because I want you to hear her response to this.
Okay. Ooh, it's only 2 successes.
No, I don't even have enough empathy to see through that, but I have subterfuge. Let's see. She got 3.
Oh, dear.
Damn.
So she just tilts her head to the side and smiles at Angela and says, "As tempting as that offer is, I prefer to win on my own merits, not on the blessing of the deity."
Damn. All right.
And with that, with the vague sound of a satyr dying discreetly behind a stall, we shall end our scene. I said discreetly, but thank you.